Modulo 8 is, or divided into two, that would be dividing polynomials using long division and synthetic division. So we begin with long division. For long division, this is the method where what you've learned during your elementary. For example, you have 1,284 divided by, for example, 2. So this right here is what we call this one. We call it dividend, the one under the division sign, or what do you call that? And then this one here, this is the divisor. And what we're gonna do is we are going to write our quotient. Quotient here sa babaw. Quotient is the answer for division. So what we're gonna do is we are going to divide that from left to right. So we begin with 1. 1 divided by 2. Since that is simply cannot be, so instead of dividing that, we proceed with kanisilang duha na lang, 12. We do it together, the 1 and 2. So 12, again, that's 12. Silang duha ha. So 12 divided by 2, that would be 6. So we write 6 above this one here. 6. And then 6 times 2, that's multiplication. I'm just going to change color. So 6 times 2, that would be equal to 12 as well. So 12. And then to cancel that out, we subtract. So we cancel. And then we bring down 8. Since 8 is divisible by 2, so cannot siya usa. So 8 divided by 2, the answer would be 4. And then this one here, 4 times 2, the answer is 8. And then we subtract to cancel that out. And then that would be 0. So we bring down, this time we bring down 4. So 4 divided by 2, that would be equal to 2. 2 times 2, then that is equal to 4. Then we subtract, then that would be equal to 0. So we don't have a remainder. Therefore, our answer is 642. So when we divide 1,284 by 2, the answer is 642. That is long division when you were in elementary. Now, we are dealing with polynomials this time. So for example, you are given the polynomial, shall I say, 2x raised to the power of 3 plus 10x squared, and then plus x, that's plus x, plus 8. Okay, and that would be to be divided by, we divide that to be divided by our divisor, shall we say, x plus 2. So this is our, ayun lang nakaisayon na. So ato lang isbon, x minus 2. Para hindi mo siya libo-libo gamay kinay negative. So our divisor, this is our divisor, x minus 2. And our dividend is, of course, this one. Okay, so kana i-divide. So we are going to write that in the same format for long division that that you have learned when you were in elementary, where you put like this. Okay, but before you do it, but before you place your dividend under this one, under this symbol, you have to make sure that your dividend is in descending order according to their powers or their exponents. Dapat their exponents must be arranged in descending order. So let's let's see. We have here our 2x cubed, and then squared, and then there's 1 here, and then the constant. So it is already, the exponent is arranged in descending order. That is very important when you divide polynomials using long division and even synthetic. You have to arrange your powers or your exponents in descending order. And then since we are writing this one into our long division format, so our divisor must be placed here. So the divisor is x minus 2. That's our divisor. So we erase this one. So there you go. This is your solution will have, or this is what your solution will have. Now we divide. This is by terms. Ang atong pag-divide is by terms. So 2x cubed, that one, 2x cubed, divided by x. Okay, so 2x cubed divided by x. If you are having hard time dividing, this is a review for your laws of exponents. Or if you're dealing with, for example, like this, 2x cubed, and then to be divided by, again, that was 2x cubed to be divided by x. Okay, so that's 2x cubed divided by x. So we will have x here. Remember that x has an exponent of 1, and what you're going to do is you divide the coefficients first. So 2 divided by this one here, there's 1, but we don't place it. We don't usually write it. So 2 divided by 1, that's 2. And then what you're going to do with the exponent when you're dividing is to subtract. So 3 minus 1, that would be squared, or 2. So you'll have 2x squared. So therefore, when you divide 2x cubed divided by x, the answer is 2x squared. And where do we write 2x squared? You write the 2x squared, your answer, when you divide 2x cubed by x. You write that above your x squared in your dividend. So you write it here above. That's 2x squared. Okay, so that's 2x squared. Now, if you have that, just gonna erase it. If you have that, we proceed with the same procedure again. Yeah, we multiply. So 2x squared, 2x squared times x, that would be equal to 2x cubed. Okay, kanas siya. But also, you have to multiply it here. Ano din here? 2x cubed, squared. Again, that's 2x squared times negative 2. So the positive and the negative becomes negative. So 2 times negative 2, 2 times negative 2 is actually negative 4. Then the x squared, you just have to copy x squared. Okay, so from here, we subtract. This one is canceled. We can cancel this. You can cancel because that's equal to 0 because 2x cubed minus 2x cubed is 0. Now for this one here, you have 10 positive. So in a separate scratch or sheet, that's 10. And then you have a minus. So that's minus. Then you have a negative 4. So this one here, that's negative 4. So 10 minus negative 4. So 10 minus negative 4, this becomes plus. So you will have 10 plus 4 is 14. So therefore, when you subtract 10 minus negative 4, that would be equal to positive 14. And then x, copy x squared. So there. Then you bring down this one here, positive x. You bring down that. Tag 2 terms man ato because our divisor is also 2 terms. I'm just gonna erase this. Next, alin na punta? You'll have negative 14x squared to be divided by x. So 14x squared, bro. 14x squared. So here, you have 14x squared to be divided by x. In this case, you have 14 and then divided by 1. So 14 divided by 1, that's simply 14. X squared divided by x. So again, subtract the exponent. So 2 minus 1 or x squared divided by x is just simply x. So 14x is your answer. You write this one above. That's positive 14x. So plus 14. Oops, kuwangan. That's 14x. Okay, so from here, we multiply. That's positive 14 times x. So positive 14 times x. That's the answer is positive 14x squared. Then we have positive 14 times negative 2. So that's positive 14 times negative 2. So that's negative, and then 14 times 2, that's 28. So negative 20, oops, wrong color. So that's negative 28x. Okay, then we subtract. So when we subtract, this will be cancelled and then cancelled. So you only have this one. This is x positive minus negative 28. Then a minus and the negative becomes plus. So this becomes plus. Okay. Plus. So, ay, anong x akong gisuwat? Sorry, again. That's erase. Balik. That's positive x. So there's positive x. So nanay 1 diha. And then minus negative 28. This becomes plus. So 1 plus 28. The answer is 29x. And then we bring down positive 8. Okay, so erase. Now we have 29x plus 8. So 29x divided by x. The answer is positive 29. Okay, because that is again 29x divided by x. So matangtang naman ng x. So therefore, 29 na lang. Repeat procedure, 29 times x. So 29x. And then you have positive 29 times negative 2. So this is negative and then 29 times 2. If you have 30 times 2, that's 60 per 29 man. So minus 2, that's 58. Then we subtract. So this one is cancelled. 8 minus negative 58. So that's 8 minus negative 58. And then remember, this becomes plus. So 8 plus 58, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66. So the answer is 66, positive 66. Now here, we were not able to get 0. Therefore, this is our remainder. Now, in polynomials, how to write our answers? Our answers must be written in this format. Quotient. And if we have the remainder, so plus the remainder over the divisor. So this is the format, quotient plus remainder over divisor. So our quotient is 2x squared plus 14x plus 29. And then because we have our remainder, so plus, then the remainder is positive 66 over our divisor, which is x minus 2. So this is our final answer when we divide the polynomial 2x cubed plus 10x squared plus x plus 8 by x minus 2. So we got that answer. But if we don't have a remainder, then you don't have to write 66 over x minus 2. If our answer, final answer here, when we subtract, we were able to get 0. If our answer here is 0, then wala na siya din ha. Okay? That means our answer for the polynomial is exact. So therefore, that the given polynomial can be divided by x, the given divisor. Okay, so if you have hard time, you can review, you can replay, you can rewind this one. I'll proceed with another example where we lack na ikuwang sa atuang term. So what are we going to do if there is a term lacking in our dividend? How are we going to divide using long division? So I'm going to give you an example where we have our missing term what are we going to do if the given has a missing term? For example, you have 3x cubed plus 14, not 14, 4x squared, and then plus 8, and that is to be divided by, that is to be divided by x plus 2. So x plus 2. So what are we going to do for this? So for this one, you have to make sure that our exponents are arranged in descending order. So here you have 3, that's 2, but we don't have the x and then there's constant after. Because we don't have the linear term or the one with the x, dapat dili pa na nato siya ibutang diha ang positive 8. We write there plus 0x. This is in lieu, this is with respect to our missing term, kay wala man siya. So kung kinsay wala sa ato ang term, butangan nato siya. So if it is ang x cube ang wala, we write 0x cube. If ang x squared ang wala, we write 0x squared. But this time, since ang x man ang wala, so we write 0x because we don't have that. Now you have this, kay para dili nimo masay ang imuhang pag-divide later. So we divide 3x cubed divided by x. So this is 3, oops, that's 3x cubed divided by x. 3 divided by 3, 3 divided by 1, that's simply 3. Then x cubed divided by x again, the exponent, subtract, so you have squared. So you write that answer above, you are the squared na term or the quadratic term. So you have 3x squared. Okay? Then you delete that. And then you proceed with this. We multiply, so 3x squared times x, the answer is positive 3x cubed. And then we multiply this one side, that's 3 times positive, 3x squared times positive 2. So 3 times positive 2, that's 3 positive 6. And then you just have to copy x squared. And then we subtract after. So we subtract 3x cubed minus 3x cubed, cancel that. Then you have 4, this one, 4 minus positive 6. So 4 minus 6. 4 minus 6 is negative 2x copy squared. And then you bring down positive, you bring down that kanang 0. So lain na ng color, positive 0x. Okay? So we divide. Negative 2x squared times divided by x. So negative 2x squared divided by x. That's negative 2 divided by negative 2. So you have negative 2. X squared divided by x. So subtract 2 minus 1. So x squared divided by x. That's x. Therefore, our answer is negative. That's negative 2x. So negative 2x. Then we proceed with multiplication. Negative 2x times x. So that's negative 2x squared. Then here you have negative 2x times positive 2. So negative 2 times positive 2. That's negative 4x. Then we subtract. So when you subtract, this is canceled. This one you cancel. Then in your separate sheet, you have 0x minus, wala ko butang yung x, 0x minus negative 4. So 0 minus negative 4. So this becomes plus. So therefore, 0 minus negative 4 is positive 4. And then copy x. Then you bring down positive 8. Okay, so we divide negative 4x divided by x. That's not negative, rather 4x divided by x. That is equal to, cancel, that is equal to 4. So our answer is 4, positive 4. Then you have positive 4 times x, that's 4x. Then you have positive 4 times positive 2, that's positive 8. Then, when we subtract, 4x minus 4x, 0. 8 minus 8, 0. So we don't have a remainder. Therefore, our answer is, our final answer, we have 3x squared minus 2x plus 4. So we don't have a remainder, so we don't have to write remainder over divisor. That is simply our answer. So this is what you're going to do if we're dealing with a polynomial where we have a missing term and then where we're told to divide. So you have to place 0 for that part or for that term that's missing. Okay, so for the next video, I'll have the synthetic division.